Hi, I'm Cassie.
And I'm Haley. And today, Zach and Hannah are going to tell us about Jacket Chapel.
This is Zach Smith, and this is Hannah Matheny. We're part of Jacket Chapel. Come to Jacket Chapel to fellowship with all the CHS students. We have guest speakers from Jarrett Matheny, a fire chief from U.S. City, Ty Ash, a former student from here, and come and meet new friends and fellowship with us. Thank you.
Thanks, Zach. We've caught up with our wrestling and powerlifting coaches to tell us how the seasons went.
Hi, I'm Rachel from KJI and I'm with Coach Ryan. So what exactly is powerlifting?
Powerlifting is a competition that is set up in the off season after football season's over. All the kids that want to get involved in lifting that are not going into other sports, that want to stay in the weight room and want to get competitive, and it's a motivating tool to get kids to lift harder. There's a state competition at the beginning of March every year, and so you go to about 3 or 4 competitions, and you compete in those competitions to get yourself ready for regionals. It's a lot like wrestling is. You go to regionals and then you qualify for state at regionals. We had 10 kids that qualified for state this year. For the first year, it's not too bad.
Congratulations.
No problem at all. Kids worked hard.
So everything was good?
Well, for the first year, you're looking at kids that are getting in there just starting to understand the competition in the weight room. You know, what we want to do is try to teach life lessons, try to teach people how to lift weights, and you can lift weights throughout your life, and that's what we suggest that people do. And once you get into a systematic approach to lifting weights and understanding what weights can do for your health wise, that's what's so important about the weight room. And the competitions that we get, I've done it everywhere we've been, and we've been successful everywhere we've been. CROM is our workout program. How do I say it? CROM. Those guys will know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You know what I'm talking about?
With the wrestling coach. Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. You?
Fine.
So what exactly is wrestling all about?
What it's about? Well, it's 2 individuals trying to see who the best is. And, it's a pretty tough sport. So our numbers are usually around 30 in our room, and we do have some of the best kids in the country and some of the best kids in the state. And I think that's what kind of motivates the kids to come out, because it's a one-on-one sport, and we don't have to count on anybody but ourselves to compete. So, but we have Becca Leathers, which was on the world team this year, and she's won 4 national championships. We had Gary Rowe, was 2nd in the state. He's ranked in the top 20 in the nation. And we had Alex Thielen, was 3rd in the state this year. So we have some individuals doing well. And our team finished in the top 10 in the state. So, yeah, we had a pretty good year, but we have one of the best middle school programs coming up in the state, so we're expecting a lot of good things in the future for our program. So
how did your season go? Obviously well, but...
it could have been better. We had some individuals not stay out, because it is tough, and some kids end up quitting, and they don't want to stay with it. But we have probably one of the toughest schedules in the state of wrestling. We go out of state to compete to get better competition. We have a group getting ready to go to Iowa, have a group getting ready to go to Kansas. We've already taken a group to Kansas twice this year, so it was a pretty good year, and hopefully it'll be better.
Thanks, wrestling and powerlifting guys. Now we've caught up with our basketball coaches to tell us how their season went.
I spent 7 years, no, I spent 12 years as an assistant coach at Putnam City North High School. That's where I graduated from. Played for a really good coach, Coach Robertson, and then was able to also coach under him, and then coach under one of the assistant coaches, Coach Harris. So I learned a lot from them over the past 12 years, and then was hired here last year as the head coach, and took on a team that didn't do so well the previous year. Throughout the year, we had a lot of growth. We started off struggling a little bit, scoring the basketball. Our defense was pretty steady throughout. We kind of switched defenses throughout the year, and that helped us. And then towards the end of the year, we figured out how to score the basketball. Our offense has really kicked into high gear and finished winning 3 of our last 4 games. We won the consolation side of the 80 tournament, so we won 2 out of 3 in the 80 tournament, which was a pretty big accomplishment for us this year. Looking forward to next year, we've got a lot of guys returning that played a lot. We've got some younger guys that didn't play very much, but throughout the year developed and will help us tremendously next year. So we've got a good junior senior class next year that will be returning. We're going to spend a lot of time in the summer playing, and we're really looking for some pretty good things next year.
It was a great season for Choctaw High School girls basketball. We had a 22-6 record, which was the best record we've had here since 1995. We won a regional championship for the first time in 15 years. We won an area championship for the first time in 20 years. We made it to the second round of the state tournament, which is as far as we've gone since 1995. We lost to Broken Arrow in the semis by 2. Next year we hope to win the gold ball, make it all the way. Got to work hard to get there, but it's exciting. We've got a lot of great players back, and we appreciate all that the seniors did this year.
Have a great day, Yellowjackets.
Done.